this has been a pretty highly requested video. This is one way that you can remove doll wigs. You can use a non-acetone nail polish remover and a Q-tip, and I call this the hard way because this is not the way that I do it anymore. There's a couple different ways that you can remove a wig, and to me this is the more difficult way. I wouldn't recommend this way if you wanted to save the wig. I'm going to post another video that shows the way that I do it, which involves heating up the head so that the glue gets warm. But this is, let's say that you are afraid to take the head off, you're afraid to heat the vinyl, you just don't want to mess with it, and you don't need to save the wig. Well, you can do it this way. So you're just going to gently sort of dab the non-acetone nail polish remover around the perimeter of her hairline, so kind of where you see the glue sticking. And it's going to take a lot of elbow grease. It's going to take pulling. It's going to take, sometimes you'll need pliers to grip better. If it's super stubborn and you're just tired of fighting it, you might think about using actual acetone, although beware that that will break down the vinyl a little bit. I don't recommend that on the older PC dolls because the acetone tends to affect that plastic a lot more. You can see that I'm really fighting this wig. It just takes some patience, so maybe do this while you're watching something, or when you're just kind of, there's something else going on that you can listen to, maybe listening to a podcast, watching a show, because it's not a quick way. But like I said, if you don't feel like messing with taking the head off, then this way does work. So there's glue all around the circumference of her head where the wig line is, and that's kind of what I'm working on right now. And then there's also glue on the crown of her head, and so I'm trying to just get a corner up right here, and it looks like I finally got a little bit of the perimeter up. And usually once I get a hole, I can kind of just yank and push and pull. Did I say already this is not a great way to do it if you want to save the old wig? Because with as much pulling as you're doing, chances are something's going to tear. If your fingers start to hurt after a while, grab yourself a pair of pliers, just like I've done here, and start pulling. This is so much easier if the wig is very old. The older and the drier the wig is, the easier it'll come off this way. McKenna is not that old of a doll, and so the glue is still pretty on there, and so she's definitely giving me a fight. Her old wig is giving me a fight. But the older, more like the PC or even the 2000s, a lot of those wigs, if they're very dry, you can just yank them off, sometimes even without any nail polish remover. So here we've gotten to that crown where there's another spot of glue, so I'm going back in with the nail polish remover and just trying to swab it as much as possible to make it easier to pull. once you finally get it off, chances are there's going to be some loose strands still hanging on. You can cut them off or just yank them off like I am here. Don't be too worried about, leftover glue or leftover hairs still on the top of her head, because if you're putting a new wig on, they're not going to show anyways. I hope that this video was helpful to you, and best of luck in your de-wigging journey.